Virtus in Veritate. Welcome to FortiKast, the official radio online show of Parif Northfield's official school publication, Fortibus. FortiKast Radio. Join us every Friday as we explore different issues, discover the truth, and share good vibes in our coming episodes. Today's episode, we ask, what's your Northfield story? Please welcome your hosts, Linus Calderon, Lance Valencia, and Lucas Bonifacio, the Triple L. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to FortiKast Radio. I am your host, Lucas Bonifacio, and with me, as always, is Sir Linus Calderon. Say hi, Mr. Linus.
Hello, good afternoon, Mariners. Good afternoon to everyone who's tuning in to FortiKast right now.
All right, and with me, as always, Lance Valencia. Say hi, Lance.
Hi, guys. Magandang hapon.
Right. Right, magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. Thank you all for joining us today. And yes, October 29 to November 4 is our term break. Am I right, Sir Linus and Lance? No? It's a great time to rest. Malapit na ang undas. And alam kong mga viewers natin ay medyo mga nagpapahinga. So maraming salamat sa pagpanonood ngayon at pagsasama sa amin ngayon. So, Sir Linus, Lance, kamusta ang break nyo so far? It's the second day, if I'm not mistaken. Sir Linus, kamusta? Nakapagpahinga ka pa naman ba or kamusta?
Well, technically, hindi pa ako naka-break. We will still have work to do. Yesterday and today, we still have work to do. So, today, I've been chatting with my mentees because the first round of chats, di ba, ends on October 31. So, I'm finishing my chats. So, yeah. The teachers, they're still not on break. The break will start tomorrow for most of them. Ooh. How about you? It's your second day of break.
Okay naman siguro. I mean, I've been able to rest. And shout out to all the teachers. Konting push na lang, magkaka-break na rin kayo. Magkakaroon na rin tayo ng break. So Lance, ikaw, kamusta? How's your term break so far?
Well, yeah, sem break. Yun nga, nagpahinga. But at the same time, I really dedicated this sem break for my so yeah, it's a mixture between rest and college applications.
Oh, that's right. That's right. No, shout out to all the seniors, batch 2021. Sana this time nakapagpahinga kayo and you guys are also preparing for your college applications. So this episode, I don't know to our viewers kung napansin nyo sa aming mga publication materials, we opened with a new series. Last week, we ended our remote learning series and we have unboxed so many new ideas, so many. Ang dami pangyayari ang ating narinig sa kabilang kampo between teachers and students. And I hope maging maganda yung episode. Maraming natutunan ng ating viewers. Thank you also for joining us. And today, we open a new series and that is called Your Northfield Story. Now, I am a senior. Grade 12 na po ako. Konting college na ako. And I guess makaka-contribute na ako sa pagbibigay ng aking Northfield story soon. Kami ni Lance, makakapagbigay na kami ng aming Northfield story soon. But we actually have special guests today, our very good friends, to share with us their Northfield story. So Lance, why don't you go ahead and share with us our guests for today?
Okay, so all right, to begin the Your Northfield Story series, please welcome our alumni and good friends, Tim Hoson, Gab Mendoza, and Jose Ricta. Everybody, please give a round of applause.
All right, give your virtual round of applause. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us, Kuya Gab, Kuya Jose, and Kuya Tim. Hello, kamusta?
Hi. Nice to be here. It's great to be here.
Nice to be here, guys.
Thank you so much. So, well, first things first, Kuya Jose, Kuya Gab, and Kuya Tim, kindly introduce yourselves, and kindly tell us, which batch did you come from? Let's start with Kuya Tim. Kuya Tim, kindly introduce yourself and anong batch ka nang galing?
I'm Tim Hoson. I'm from batch 2012-2013.
Nice. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us today. Kuya Gab, your turn.
Okay, so I'm probably the oldest among here. So I actually, my siblings are batchmates of these two. So Tim Hoson's a sibling of, he's the batchmate of my brother Javi. And Jose is a batchmate of Rafi. Javi, sorry. Aki, sorry. I'm sorry. Aki, yeah. Wow. So, ayun, yeah, so I'm batch 2010. So, we celebrated actually earlier this year, before the whole pandemic started, we celebrated our 10 years anniversary. Wow. With some of our teachers also, but we celebrated. So, it's been 10 years since we graduated from Northfield and parang it's only been yesterday, pero Parang to me, my classmates before, it's like it's like we never left.
Oh, wow, grabe. Thank you so much, Kuya Gab. Grabe, Lance, na-imagine ko na in 10 years
Oo.
time tayo lahat, tayo batch
10
natin,
years.
nagpa-party. Grabe.
May
Next
10 year
up,
anniversary tayo.
Kuya Jose, kindly share with us. Introduce yourself in the what batch did you come from?
Basta nakamute ka.
Yeah, I think you're muted.
He's muted.
Yeah,
Hello?
hello. Yan.
Hello?
Yeah.
How's that? Is it
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
It's good. Yep.
All right. I'm batch 2011. Yes. So, like Gabby said, I'm batchmate's younger brother. And
Hello?
I was telling Lucas earlier that we didn't have all of this before, so it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
things
yeah,
were
it's nice to
different
have
in
this.
our
And
time.
I think it's a pretty cool initiative.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. So we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to discuss for today. So maybe to start the ball rolling, to our good friends, Kuyas, what's your most memorable or favorite experience here in Northfield? Do you guys need time to think, or I'm pretty sure you guys can give something off the like off kagad, no? Let's start with Kuya Gab. What's up? What's your like
Oh,
very
parang
memorable
well,
experience?
for me, parang living all the way in the south. So waking up at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. Parang we've created a atmosphere in our house that we're all mandatory early birds talaga. So we're all mandatory morning people. So waking up early, braving the traffic, going to school, all the way from the south. I'm sure we're one of the few people, we're one of the few families who are who come from the south. So I think those are one of the most memorable experiences for me. Aside from the fun times, I think Northfield was very, very fun. Had a very, very good uh, impact, at least for me.
That's great. Thank you. I actually can vouch for that, no? Kasi I live all the way from Valenzuela and my sister actually
Yeah.
studies
Yeah,
in Rose Hill. So, grabe yung tinatak ng kapatid ko from
yeah,
the north all the
yeah.
way to
Yeah.
the east, no? Thank you
Actually,
so much,
ano
Kuya
eh,
Gab. Yes,
Lucas,
Lance.
ato rin eh. Kuya Gab, taga Commonwealth ako.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. So yun.
kahit kung,
So
kahit
actually,
kung doon lang, sobrang traffic pa rin eh. Kahit
yeah, yeah. It's a
even if you're from
testament
the
to
south,
actually how good a school Northfield is. Eh. So parang tinatravel talaga siya. So
yeah.
it's a testament to what all our parents see in how Northfield is. So they don't really care about how gas expenses have been rising ever since. So I think it's an investment worth going into.
That's great. That's great. Thank you so much. All right, let's hear from Kuya Tim.
Uh, I think for me, it's probably the student seminars because coming from Ateneo, I came into Northfield because at grade 6. So the student seminars was rather a new experience for me. And well, it just gave me a lot more time to gel with my batchmates. And probably the best one is the second year student seminar. I think because we're the only batch that have done this. We had a student seminar for one whole week in vegan.
Yeah, I think you are the
Wow.
only one. Oo,
Yeah,
3 days
we
lang
had
Oh
kami.
man.
yeah, we were gone for a week and we road
Grabe,
trip that thing.
sana all.
Wow.
So
Indeed.
yeah, so along the way we had a lot of funny bits, a lot of funny stories, uh, beach stories and all that stuff. So yeah, that's probably the best one. And apart from graduation, which we were like actually we were laughing the hell out of this one, because it was uh out of our batch there were 30 of us, 31, and then 20 of us went to UANB. So they were like,
Mm.
goodbye guys, and then they're like, wait,
Then you guys see
it's
each
not
other
goodbye for
again.
all. No, they were like, wait, guys, 20 of us are in up, so we're all gonna see each other again. So it's just really funny at that point. So
Yeah.
there.
That's great. That's great. So grabe yung student seminar 1 week. Okay. Actually, I was really looking forward for the batch 2021 Lance. It's our last year, and I was really hoping na we had our student seminar since it's our last year. But well, well, well.
Di ko talaga yung ma-imagine 1 week. I mean, sobrang memorable na ngayong 3 days para sa akin sa mga student seminars ko. Pero 1 week.
Tama, what more pa yung 1 week?
Okay, just to give some context for that 1 week, may dala kaming PS3. Sir Wong was playing Call of Duty with us. It was that wild, dude. It was really fun.
Wow. That's
Sobrang badass.
Wala na akong masabi.
Speechless right now. Speechless. Thank you so much. Shout out to Mr. Wong if you're joining us today. Thank you so much. So, Kuya Jose, what's your most memorable experience in Northfield?
That's actually I was thinking here. It's really hard because I'm tempted to say basketball and some of the great moments that I had playing for Northfield, but I'm sure it's like the everyday goofy stuff everyone does.
So
I
classic.
remember like
So classic.
one time, I'm not gonna mention his name, but we had a Latin
Yeah, go ahead.
teacher, and parang basically how he mad at us is so memorable to this day that wacky pala niya, if you're listening out
Ooh.
there right now.
The Candyman.
If you
The
ask him,
Candyman.
he can do it.
Uh-huh.
Like yeah, like he can do it as if it was just happening again all over. It's so funny. It cracks us up.
All right. Thank you so much. So, grabe, I actually, to be honest, Lance and I came in Northfield back in 2009, and I'm pretty sure when I was a little and cute boy, I remember seeing these faces and like seeing them now. So, grabe. And I'm graduating, and I don't know. Are you guys
Yeah,
in
exactly.
college?
I know
Are you guys
exactly.
in
Parang
college? Or are you
graduating
I'm
working?
graduating. I'm graduating in a few
See,
years.
grabe, time really flies. And before
Ako,
I used, yeah.
I'm working already and I'm married already. So, parang I just got
Wow,
married this year.
grabe.
So parang sobrang tagal na. I remember you, Lucas. I remember you. My classmates, all my friends remember you. All my batchmates remember you. Parang I remember, I think we
Thank
were
you so
taking
much.
care of. I think we were taking care of you when you were in. I think that was
Grade
like
one.
prep or something. Grade
Yeah.
one or prep or something. We used to go to Sacred Heart.
Secret Heart.
Yung
Yes.
naglalakad
yes.
tayo.
Yeah.
Yung naglalakad tayo, tapos holding hands kailangan.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
super
yeah.
fun. I remember.
This is awesome.
I'm not sure if you remember si Miggy Lim. If you ever shout out kay Miggy Lim, di pinapagawain ka nila eh. So I was like super funny lang because yung inaalala ko. I think I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the other classmates, pero ikaw naalala
Wait.
ko.
Kuya Gab, are you batchmates with Joey Mundo? Kuya Joey?
No. Sina Joey Mundo are a batch younger than me. Sina Joey
Okay.
Mundo are a
Shout out
batch.
to Kuya Joey. Shout out to Kuya Joey.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Steve,
He just got married. Congrats also. He just
Yeah,
got married.
Kuya Joey,
Congrats
shout
also.
out.
He just got
Do you remember that time when we did so horribly with the mass thing that Sir Macaventa, shout out to Sir Macaventa, he got so mad at us that he made all the high school batches sign up in the
I remember Mr. Maventa all the time
Yeah,
naman eh.
dude.
He was my teacher
He
for
was-
so many classes.
He made us line up all 4 batches dun sa court. Open court pa yun dati, guys. So, sobrang
Yeah.
init
Open
nun.
court.
Tapos, he was like, you guys will be terrible fathers in the future because all the kids were so noisy in mass. And we were like, wait, it's not our fault.
Wow.
We were so
Yeah.
hyper that, Lucas, kasama ka dun sa maingay, by the way.
Oh?
Oo, maingay ka dun.
Yeah.
May track record na pala ako. Di ko alam. Ayun lang. Thank you for telling me. Grabe.
Yeah, dude, it was so
Grabe.
funny that time. I think you're around like grade 1 or 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then
I think I remember that day. Yung nangyari
Yeah,
natin doon
dude.
kasi it was raining tapos it was one of those parang if you look at it as a movie, medyo ano yun siya eh, medyo motivational speaker si Mr. Vacavente. So he has one of those very, very deep and echoing voices. You'll always remember how he talks forever. If you don't
Yeah,
know Mr.
dude.
Vacavente, you'll always
Dude,
remember his voice will always be ingrained into your head.
yeah, dude.
Grabe.
If he
The
gets mad,
part
especially
Yeah,
if he
the
gets
part
mad.
that I remember about that was that he refused. The Sir Enriquez had that speaker with a microphone. He refused the microphone, man,
Yeah, yeah,
and he
yeah,
was
yeah.
just screaming
He
as
just screaming.
yeah, he was
Uh,
screaming as
Grabe,
yeah.
grabe. Thank you so much. See, this is just a nice episode. I
Yeah.
think the correct question we should be asking is, do you remember? Because really, I didn't even remember I was at fault when I was
Yeah,
young.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Grabe. So, Lance, let's keep the ball rolling. Can you ask our next few questions?
Okay. So yeah, I want to ask all of you guys a question. How did Northfield help you in your in your journey throughout college or maybe even work or parang, like how did Northfield help you in your journey pretty much? So how about you, Kuya Gab?
I think parang as I said earlier nga, so Northfield's like a place where you can invest your you can invest emotional attachment. So this is a place where we see people every day parang understand what everyone is going through and also at the same time make fun of everyone even if when they're down. So uh, as an all boys school kasi 'di ba? I'm sure everyone can attest to this. So everyone knows how an all boys school is run.
yeah.
So when everyone does something, marami kaming kalokohan eh. So kami especially my batch, marami na kami nasirang jealousies, marami na kami nasirang pintuan, marami na kami nasirang aircon, marami na kami nasirang marami as in ilaw, as in siguro parang fluorescent lamps alone siguro it can already power the school mga 2 years, 3 years. Ganun talaga kami ka-reckless. So, being in an all-boys school, you always have to adjust. So, parang when you have to adjust to your strict teachers, how it guided me, at least in the path of going to college and also working. When I was in college, kasi parang, okay, I have to know when to have fun. I also have to know when not to have fun. Also have to know when to study. Work naman, with the mentor system, I always had to look for a mentor. So, whether it be for personal or work related, you always have to look for a mentor. Kasi as millennials naman kasi I'm not sure if you guys are classified as millennials, but for us millennials naman, mentors are more or less what we're after because we would usually want to do a lot there. And then what the mentor does is it tempers your expectations, it tempers your energy and channel it to something that will make help others improve at the same time. So you or the company or your teammates, it will help you. Yun, I think that's what Northfield did. So yung mentor system, knowing when to have fun and knowing when to get serious is one of the things that Northfield really taught me.
Great. Thank you
Okay.
so much, Kuya. Kuya Jose, how did Northfield help you in your journey throughout college or through work and all of those? Yeah.
You know, that's actually a really loaded question.
Hello.
Sorry, my internet's not doing so well right now.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Kind of
I'm
already
actually on
expected
two
it,
devices.
honestly.
You can just use the other one to at least hear my audio much clearly.
All right.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but going back to your question, especially first year, adjusting from how. Uh, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Third.
So, I was saying
Facing-
like
right.
college is
So
crazy.
no, I was
College
saying
is
like
especially the first year. You get exposed to so many things outside of, I
college is
guess,
crazy.
Yeah.
Northfield doesn't really get to expose you to a lot of so
Yeah.
many things. Um, but you know, I guess me being pretty involved in I guess in out there serving or like I don't know. I mean Northfield really does a good job of like honing that other aspect outside of just books and grades. And I think if I wasn't as receptive in that other aspect, then I wouldn't really have been as successful in college. And with work, it how you deal with people is so important with work. You meet so many people who are like, it's just so different. And I guess Northfield prepares you for that because you meet all kinds of people, crazy people, fun people, people you could easily work with. So those are like some of the biggest things that Northfield has really done for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat. So, Kuya Tim.
Okay. So, uh, what's this? Okay. So, what has Northfield possibly done? Okay. Well, okay. Northfield's probably uh the ground I used to mend and heal a lot of the stuff that I was going through in high school because I came from like I mentioned a while ago. I came from Ateneo, and Ateneo is a very different environment compared to Northfield. Ateneo is a really big school, and every time we shuffled back classes, every year. So every year, new classmates. Northfield wasn't like that. Every year it was the same. Next year, same people. Next year, same people. Next year, same people. So you got to build that camaraderie, and everyone started to. I mean, they were more welcoming than the rest of the people that I knew. And siguro a shout out to Sir Mel Romel Bukirin.
Mhm.
He was with, I went through a lot of mentors in our field, like what Gab said. Like they're the people who meant you to be in my sense, Sir Mel taught me to be more patient with
Mhm.
people. And you can't treat people the same way every time. Like so I do a lot of production as well right now. So I realized in production that you can't scream at everybody. You can't scream at everybody. You can't do that. Some people you have to talk to, some people you have to at least open your heart out to. And then ayun, it taught like yung motto ng school, Fortuna Favet Fortibus, right? Fortune favors the brave. So at times you really have to take risks to get what you want. Uh, like in my case, I wasn't finding any happiness in UST. That's why, if you guys are wondering, I'm only graduating now, like in 2 years' time now, because I transferred schools to Benilde because I wasn't happy in UST. So now I'm taking up arts management. I have a band, and I'm working with my org right now is a comic book production org. Drawing shout out to those guys, they're watching right now. Uh, yeah, and so we're working on a lot of things, and yun nga, fortune favors the brave. So I took the risk of opening opening up a lot of these jobs to myself, so that possibly it could come out for a better future for me. So yeah.
All right, thank you so much. So, grabe, Lance, Sir Linus, no, hearing our kuyas, our alumni, still
Yeah.
employing Fortuna Fawit Fortibus is very inspiring for me kasi
Mhm.
uh, I'm about to embark to college, unknown and uncharted seas, and I guess my
Yeah.
mantra or guiding force talaga is fortune favors the brave, no?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. So,
Mhm.
Sir Linus,
Yes.
second, or
So
next.
yeah, this is related to the previous question. If there's one thing that you've learned from Northfield, um, what is it, or what is the biggest thing that Northfield taught you as a person? So let's start with Jose.
Yep. Um, I guess um, respect everyone. I mean, have
Oh
that,
yeah, for
have
sure.
that.
True.
Don't
For
ever
sure.
lose that. Like, because you don't know who you come across with, especially in college or with work. Like, and I guess me being a part of a lot of groups or yeah, I had like a number of friends in Northfield, and sometimes you get rowdy and stuff, and when we get into trouble, that's when like you can't just joke around with the teacher anymore, and sometimes you even get in trouble with like trying to joke around with the teachers, like sometimes they draw the line and you're like, whoa, maybe I crossed too far, or um,
That's true.
sometimes your
Nako.
friends erupt because you say something too far, or so it's really trying to have that respect at all times, and you can have clean fun, good fun, but at the end of the day, respect should be there.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's probably the biggest thing.
Diba? That's the same thing that I always tell my students, na it's okay, it's all right to treat your teacher as a friend, but at the end of the day, they're still your teachers, and there must always be that that respect, diba? Na not because the teachers always what you call this, laugh at your jokes, diba? Sometimes you have to also self check if your jokes are still
Right.
within the boundaries of what you call this, of what Northfield is, diba, as an institution. Okay, so thank you for that.
Tama,
Yeah,
sir.
just
Tama.
just to add to that, like Northfield is such a small school kasi. So, it's
Yeah.
not really hard to be friends with the teachers. I
Yeah.
remember Gabby, like we used to even play Dota with
Yeah,
I
I
mean, come
know,
on, man.
exactly. I was
We'll
gonna
give
say that. I was
story.
gonna say that. I was gonna say that. So
Yeah.
parang magkakayayaan lang kayo after eh. So it doesn't really
Oh,
matter naman eh. So parang at the end of the day, kahit na nagkasakitan kayo or nagkasagutan kayo during class, parang you can all bring
Dota
it
pa rin
into
eh,
the
no? Squads.
Dota pa rin eh. Parang, hindi lang Dota eh. Basket lang eh.
Yeah,
Sir
yeah,
V.
yeah. For sure,
Sir
for
V,
sure.
for sure. Shout
Yeah, yeah,
out
yeah.
kay Sir V. For sure.
Service.
Sir V. Shout out kay Sir
Nabot pa
V.
ba nila si Sir V?
Huh?
I mean, I don't know if
Wait,
they reached
is it
Sir Villanueva,
Yes, yun nabutan
Carrie
namin siya.
teacher.
He was
I
our PE teacher.
oh, tol. Yeah, he was our PE teacher.
Yo,
Grabe.
as in
Oh my gosh.
varsity
Shout
people are
out, sir.
scared to,
Grabe.
cross
Yes,
him.
exactly. Every single varsity person is scared. So, let's say, even imagine mo, even if you don't play basketball, he'll still, every look na he'll give you, it
Yeah.
still will send shivers down your spine kasi he'll know, you know
Coach
that
Robert,
parang,
man.
Man,
Coach
he was
Robert.
the best
Robert, for
AP
sure,
teacher.
isa
Shout
pa
out
yun.
Coach Robert,
Isa pa
dude.
yun. Isa pa yun.
For real. As in,
Dude,
as
Sir
in
V
that
was the best
guy,
AP teacher,
he's
no?
not gonna be afraid of like shouting at you on
Okay,
the
so
court.
parang kwento ko lang kay Sir V. So the reason why actually na Sir V taught us for 2 years. Parang rumors na to, pero I think it's true eh. I'm sure I think kasi diba, as I said earlier na sobrang rowdy, sobrang gulo ng class namin. As in, if you
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
haven't heard of the class of 2010, I'm sure you guys will hear about it. But anyway, so the reason why Sir V taught was our advisor for 2 years is because of that. We're very, very, sobrang gulo namin. It could come to a point na talaga na may magsasapakan talaga sa kwarto, pero at the end of the day, parang okay lang. So, ang dami na namin nasirang, ang dami na talaga kami nasira sa school. As in, yung, if you don't know, we're probably the oldest aircon in the room, in the whole building was because of us. Because our classroom, we were actually the biggest, we were the one of the biggest classes in the whole school before. And the faculty now was our old classroom when I was grade 2, when I first started. So, yung parents pulled funds in order to provide us 2 aircons. So, the old class was actually where the aircon, we were the first ones to actually provide the aircons to the whole school. So, yun, and parang survey, every single time, every single time he enters our classroom in the morning, lahat kami, 100%, kahit yung mga magugulo doon, lahat kami will always listen because alam namin that he could physically hurt us and he is not afraid to physically hurt us if we ever go out of line. We know eh. Alam naman namin na kung malalaki kasi yung mga classes ko eh. Kung if ever one of us goes out of line, so for sure, hindi lang bagsak yung makukuha niya, sapak yung makukuha niya. Yun yung alam ko. So,
Yeah.
for sure eh. Wala akong magagawa din eh.
Yeah.
Grabe. Thank you.
I
Grabe.
think
See,
respect talaga. I think tama yung gano'n. Tama yung sinabi niyo sa kanina. Respect yung one of the things also I learned. Ingrained.
Great. Ikaw naman, Kuya Tim, what's the biggest thing Northfield taught you?
Well, okay, compared to Gab's batch, I think my batch I think it was a loosely tossed around word when it came to my batch. We were favorites to some extent. Like, ayun nga, an example of that was the student seminars of vegan because not everyone gets that, right?
Yeah.
So I think we were favorites to some extent. And then siguro what I learned from Northfield is respect everyone lang talaga. You can't respect goes a long way with everybody. It's not just for you, it's for it really varies with your workplace. I mean, if you can show respect to the highest guy, you can show respect for the lowest guy as well. So
That's right.
siguro okay, I'll just land my story about Sir V. Because
Sure,
he became our AP teacher.
I think everyone has a story.
He became our AP
alumni
teacher.
talaga may story.
He became our AP teacher for 1 year, okay? 1 year ba? 1 year. Tapos, he was giving quizzes. Like, so we were like, okay guys, these quizzes are pretty easy. Then we get the UT. And we realized that the UT was all 5 quizzes just stuck together.
Yeah. Sabi sa akin, I heard that.
Unit test, right? Unit test.
Yeah.
Unit
Yeah,
test.
I heard that.
Tapos yung UT2 was the exact same thing. UT1 and a couple of exercises na pinagdikit niya. Tapos yun yung UT2 mo. And you can imagine what the final exam was. Yung dalawang
All the UTs together.
Niya. Pinagdikit lang niya. Yun na yun. Well, in comparison, marami rin kaming nasira. I mean, nasira rin naman namin yung aircon. Tapos, nasira rin namin yung fire exit door. Yeah, we broke that thing by accident. And then, what else did we break? Yung jalousie nasira rin namin. Yung doorknobs nasira rin namin.
Sa amin,
Chairs.
pader eh. May isang guy na sumuntok. Kahoy yung pader. Kahoy yung pader.
Sa amin rin. As in, I remember that. Okay, if you know the old buildings in Northfield, diba? So, if you go up the second floor, second classroom, you can see, diba, parang it's the one within the hallway now leading to the new building. That yung pader na yun, marami kami nasirang because nagtatapunan kami ng clay because of for science class. Nagtatapunan kami ng clay. So, yun. Alam na namin nasira talaga, sin promise.
Okay, I don't think we top that list for sure. I mean, for sure, older batches get that.
Okay, yung sa amin siguro.
Grabe.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think we came pretty close to Silaga. I think we did. Because we used to bring skateboards to class. I'm not gonna name drop who brought the skateboard, but we rammed the skateboards side to side. So kung alam niyo yung malaking classroom, the one with the aircon now, kung saan nilalagay yung mga senior. Let's just say we got bored in class and we started ramming the skateboard side to side. Tapos, we weren't supposed to get caught, by the way. Yung nakahuli sa amin was yung batch nila Miko Pareño. Nagtaka sila, ba't may butas na daw doon sa hallway? They were like, and then they were peeking in, tapos may butas na pala. And we were like, oh. Nahuli kami.
Grabe. Wow, grabe. See, grabe. I really think that this should be called, Do You Remember? Yung episode na to should be called, Do You Remember? Kasi grabe, hearing this, and to think that, I don't know, maybe Lance and I, during all these happenings, we were just there having art class, and ang dami na pala nangyayari dun sa second floor. Kasi, I don't know if
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
guys recall, pero one of my memories when I was young was parang whenever a grade school attempted to like enter the second floor or
Second
at least enter a high
floor.
school room, talagang magagalit yung mga high schoolers sa amin. Talagang,
Hindi.
"Uy, bawal kayo dito."
Not unless you're cute. Not unless cute kang bata. Yun lang.
Dude, Lucas got away with that. Lucas got
Not
away with
unless
that.
cute kang bata. Kasi, yung
Lucas
mga
got away with
classmates ko,
it for sure.
I remember kasi yung mga classmates ko dati, dinadala namin si Rydel sa class eh. For some weird reason, kasi gusto na, kasi, ano yung tinatawag namin siyang Richard Gutierrez. Oh, tama, yun yung pangalan namin sa kanya. Richard
Wow.
Gutierrez. Promise.
Unless you're
Promise,
like one
promise.
of those pa-cool kids who, you know, you're
Yeah.
not allowed. But if you're like a
Yeah, you're not
innocent
allowed. If
boy,
you're a cute kid.
yeah, come
for
right
sure.
in. Yeah.
Dude, the cute kid that
Yep.
always got into the classrooms was Lucas, and I don't think he even,
Yeah.
even remember.
Yeah, I don't even remember all of these. Kasi wow, grabe, thank you so much. This is a wonderful episode. Thank you so much, guys. So I don't know if you guys mind, but we'll keep going with the
Yeah.
question. So
Yeah, go
so
ahead.
next up, Gab, you're married na, no? And
Yeah.
Kuya Jose, Kuya Tim, are you guys or wala pa? Not yet.
No.
All right.
Wag
So,
muna, wag muna.
sorry. Just a siguro short question lang. So, if you guys marry, if you have your families na, would you guys consider enrolling your son or your daughter into a parish school? So, we can start with Tim. Kuya Tim.
I mean, it depends on what the other one the significant other wants as well. 'Cause, at times you gotta be like happy wife, happy life, man.
Agreed. Thank you so much. So, okay. Sige, so Kuya Gab.
Well, yeah. I mean, my wife and I talked about it naman. So, kasi my wife comes from an all co-ed. Nag-co-ed siya. So, she doesn't want kasi to take away the whole, parang yung interaction ng boy and girl. So, it doesn't want to become alien or foreign to our kid. Pero, I said naman na parang, our kids naman eventually will want their own path. So, I said I would prefer that they study in kahit an exclusive school. Paref, yes. Northfield's always been one of the places naman I want my kids to go to. But, I mean, it depends naman down the line. So, yes. But if I have to answer the question, yes, I would greatly consider it. Not just as a fleeting thought, but I would consider, yes. Seriously.
That's great. Thank you so much. So, Kuya Jose, what about you?
I was thinking about it, nga eh. Just because down the line things will change, right? Nothing you can't really, and you can't just bank on your experiences with Northfield and then hope that, although you wish that could happen to your children in the future. But same like Gabby, I think I'd really take it into consideration. I who knows, right? But I think Northfield will really be there because because of all the things that we were talking about earlier and all the good things that but it really depends, and you can't tell what happens in the future. But yeah, definitely Northfield will be considered. Yeah, but I don't think that's anytime soon.
That's great. Thank you so much. Yeah, that is
Hindi mo alam.
Grabe.
Hindi mo
So,
alam.
thank you. I don't know about you, Sir Linus and Lance, no, but hearing these wonderful stories, these anecdotes, these lessons from my kuyas, no, grabe, it's very inspiring, Just my main takeaway talaga from what we have been discussing so far is that no matter kahit Northfield student ka for a short time or pangmatagalan, you will Fortuna Fawid Fortibus, it's really embedded in your heart and in your mind. It's really there, and there's no escape from it, no. So, just to close and to wrap everything up, Kuya Jose, Kuya Tim, and Kuya Gab, any messages or some tips or any closing messages for our Mariners today? No. Let's start with Kuya Tim. Kuya Tim, anything you'd like to say for our Mariners today?
Okay. Siguro no matter how hard the path gets, or you always find your way, and just stick to it. There is nobody who can empower yourself more than you, because you can have all the support there, you can have all the words said to you. People will tell you what to do. People can tell you can do all sorts of things, but it's up to you how to respond, how you'll respond to it. So and yeah, that's why fortune favors the brave. You take risks, you don't take them. And okay, so my favorite quote from a movie right now from Uncle Drew is that you 100% miss the shots that you don't take. So it goes a long way, right? So you see a shot, take it. If you don't make it, then just try again. So ayan, just stay the course, guys. Kaya niya.
Great, maraming salamat. Now let's hear Kuya Gab.
Oh, for me, I think I'll go back to what I said earlier. So I think knowing when to have fun, knowing when to be serious, and knowing when to respect or draw the line talaga, and knowing when to draw the line. So I think they work hand in hand talaga with my experience in Northfield. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. Yun. Parang with all the whole experience, my whole Northfield experience was all about studying for the test, cramming, getting into trouble probably sometimes, trying to fix issues, growing. Especially, you're probably spending the beginning of your pubescent years kasi in high school. So knowing that your brothers are with you, and knowing also that you have mentors who can listen, who are there to listen. I think that is one of the things that I would tell the future batches of Northfield. Parang stay the course, tama si Tim. Stay the course.
Great,
Yeah.
maraming salamat Kuya Gab. And to end, Kuya Jose.
Ako yung tumatak talaga to this day is the brotherhood. As in, it's so small.
Yes,
Northfield is so
for
small, and
sure.
actually, I was saying like if Northfield expands, it might just lose that because it was so
Yes.
special because it was so tight knit, and the brotherhood was so real. And in fact, when I was like trying to connect, they were taking shots at me for my crappy connection and stuff. But it's all cool. We're just we're still so close to this day. Shout out batchmates go. Yeah. And I miss everyone. I miss and when we get together, it's still crazy. Like how
Yeah,
people
it's
can
still
remember
basically the same thing.
all
It's
the
the same thing
stuff that
basically.
you
Parang
did, all
wala
the
kayo.
stupid stuff that you did.
It's like you were never apart in the first place.
Yeah, and I think that's what really makes Northfield so special. I mean, not to take away anything from the big schools like Ateneo, LaSalle, but Northfield just building a brotherhood. Like you're forced, man. You have one section, you graduate. Some guys are like, I've been there. Yeah, tama, and rest in peace, Sir Trinidad.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
Sir
Rest in peace.
Omel.
Rest in peace.
But yeah, especially for some of the guys who've been there since prep and they graduate high school, like that's practically family, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's your brother. So
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, like what Tim said and what Gabby said, stay the course. Everyone, we'll get through this.
Hindi naman, marami ka na naman kasama sa kalokohan mo eh. So, di ba?
Yeah,
Might as well.
tama.
Marami ka na naman kasama sa kalokohan mo eh.
Yeah,
Might
Thank
as
you so
well.
much. Thank you so much. So, Kuya Gab, Aki with your brother.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out
know.
to Aki. Yeah, from Ben's Golin team. Team Hostel po for Senator.
Presidente ko yan sa org, guys.
That's great. Thank you so much.
For what?
Okay, so Kuyas, thank you so much. It's nice to see you again. I hope we can see each other again
Thank you.
soon. Grabe, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're
To our
welcome.
dear viewers, this has been Tim Hoson, Jose Eric, and Guy Mendoza. You guys can give your virtual round of applause. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for
All
joining us.
right.
Our ever handsome Anton Peza, production manager, will lead you guys out of the virtual studio. Hope to see you guys soon. Ingat kayo always. Stay safe. Hope to see you again here.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Give our regards to your batches. Thank you so much. Goodbye, guys. All right.
Wow, it's nice hearing the stories of our alumni. And I agree with with Jose kasi for those who do not know, Mr. Kaas and I were part of the Northfield marketing team. And one thing that we really promote in Northfield is that we are a small community, a tight-knit community. Everyone,
Agree.
parang you know all the teachers, di ba? We know the names of our security guard, we know the names of our staff, di ba? And the
Tama.
students, di ba? And yeah, so and elementary students, they go inside the classrooms of high school. In other schools, you don't see that, or high schoolers eating with elementary students, di ba? So yeah, everyone is friends with one another, so everyone is happy. Di ba?
Agreed. Ikaw, Lance, how was that discourse? Kasi ako, honestly, naululuha ako kanina kasi hearing those memories brings me back. Grabe, when I was 2009, 2010, nung napakaliit ko lang, grabe. And then, seeing my kuyas now, living their lives. Grabe, nakaka-inspire talaga. So, ikaw, Lance, kamusta? How was the
I don't know.
experience?
Just like just seeing these the alumni, because I just remember them. Like I just remember being a kid and just seeing them like, oh wow, they're so old. They're so old now.
And we're growing
I'm literally about
older.
to graduate.
Yeah, and
I'm
we're
literally
getting
about to
there.
graduate this year. So, syempre,
Grabe.
I don't know.
This is something true sa Northfield ito. Kahit sino may birthday, lahat
Kakait. Tama. Ito, isa sa mga favorite techniques ko to, guys. Yung mga may party, tas bilang, uy, di ba we're friends? Di ba we're friends? Can you give me food? Di ba we're friends? Yun yung isa sa mga favorite ko
Magaling
mga
ang technique.
techniques. No? Oo.
Techniques
So,
yan.
grabe. Sir, I am very thankful about this episode. It brought me back memory lane and all that. So, grabe. Maraming salamat. Yeah, Lance.
Ito rin. It's like what I really appreciate. I think what I really appreciated from the alumni is that they pretty much shared the same like sentiment that that I have, at least, where they talked about how you can become so emotionally invested in within the community.
Agreed.
Because like what Sir Linus said, Northfield is such a like a small community. Because of it just being so small, you basically know everyone. I almost know everyone here in
Agreed.
Northfield. I know that alam ko yung maintenance, alam ko yung security guard, alam ko yung mga teachers. I pretty much just know everyone, and I've at least like had a good conversation with each and every one of them. So it really feels like you're at home. Pretty much Northfield is just like a second
home. It is home. It is
home.
our second home. Grabe.
It is your second
Woo,
home.
kinikilabutan ako ngayon. It's our second home indeed. Grabe. So, thank you. That marks the end of our In Focus segment. And I'm pretty sure Lance, Sir Linus, pag tinuloy nyo pa ang FortiKast, kami ni Lance, makakapagbigay na rin kami ng aming Northfield story soon. All right. So now we proceed to our 2 cents segment. So before we do that, maraming salamat to our panel a while ago. If you guys are still watching now, thank you so much for joining us kanina. We hope to see you again and your batch soon. So we move on to our 2 cents segment. And our 2 cents segment now, we ask you guys, since patapos na October 30 na, patapos na ang October, patapos na rin ang mga bare months, konti na lang 2021 na, mga kaibigan, no? So maybe 2 months na lang, 2 months na. So maybe our 2 cents, or we want to ask you guys, first of all, what are you thankful for? Nakalipas na ang maraming months, 2020. And also, what are you excited for the last 2 months of 2020? So to our dear viewers, make sure to share with us your thanks and also what you're excited for the last 2 months of 2020 by using hashtag 2 cents. Hashtag 2 cents. Mag-send lang kayo dyan sa comments and we'll make sure to read it. And now we have a treat for you guys, our dear viewers, kasi I think it's about time, Sir Linus and Lance, that we introduce to our audience the people who making ends meet. Oo, yung mga gumagawa backstage ng ating mga technicals, all of this, reaching out to our guests and all of that. So, let's introduce our production team. So, unti-unti ko silang i-add dito sa ating live stream. Please welcome, we have here Javi Breñas, Jaime Mendoza, Agu Sikia, and Anton Peza. Hi guys, sana
Uy.
makapag ano
Gusto
kayo
ko kayo na
makapag
camera.
on-cam kayo, no?
Oh.
So thank you so much, no. I'll start the ball rolling. First of all, I'm very much thankful na nagawa natin itong FortiKast.
Yeah.
Uh, hello team. Thank you for joining us today. To share with you, parang kayo yung new guests, ah. So to share with you guys, no, FortiKast was just supposedly a hobby of mine. I was supposed to make this like a personal podcast and just to share my opinions and all of that. But then I told Anton Peza this wonderful idea, and then lo and behold, we have FortiKast. So I'm very thankful for all the months of planning and all of this. Grabe, maraming salamat. And sabi nga ni Craze, shout out kay Craze, ang dami pala. Oo, ang dami natin. Ang dami talaga namin. I even call this team the Power Rangers because we are the Power Rangers, no? I guess that's it for me. I want to hear from all of you guys. So, Lance and Sir Linus, kahit mamaya na kayo, since kilala na kayo. But let's hear from our team naman, ano. So, to our team, introduce you, kahit mabilis lang, kahit 2-minute or 1-minute spiel, introduce yourself. What do you do for FortiKast? What are you excited for the last 2 months of 2020? Let's start with our ever handsome Atom Peza. Atom Peza, our production manager. Introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Anton Peza. I'm the production manager. If you watched the first episode, I was actually the host, but really I'm working in the technicals alongside Agu, Jaime, and Javi. So my job is just basically to watch over this episode. So what am I excited for? I suppose Christmas is coming. So obviously, the unique energy might not be as, normal, but we're gonna try to find ways to make it close to that. Then I suppose let's just say Family Day. I suppose that's happening soon. So we're gonna prepare for that. And yes, just another 2 months with my classmates and friends. So yeah.
Ang sweet, grabe.
Grabe,
Thank you so
thank you,
much.
thank you.
Grabe, kinibutan ako doon.
Naramdaman ko yung last line.
Naramdaman ko yung huli. Grabe. Next, let's have Jaime Mendoza.
Jaime.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm Jaime Mendoza. Yeah, I'm the marketing head for FortiKast, and I do like the publication materials. Then Mr. Javi Perinas does the captions. So yeah, for me, what I'm excited for the last 2 months, probably, I don't know, maybe there's like a big change in the atmosphere right now. Malay mo, may vaccine na or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's really unpredictable, honestly. So honestly, just like the uncertainty is what I'm excited for. So yeah.
Wow.
That's it.
Very deep, very deep. Maraming salamat, Jaime. Now let's hear from Javi Perinas. Javi, introduce yourself. What do you do for FortiKast? And what are you excited for the last 2 months of 2020?
Okay, so good afternoon, guys. I'm Javi Perinas. I'm the creative or content head of FortiKast. So I actually make up the content, or I also like invite guests. So what I'm so thankful for this past months are my teachers, actually, because if you imagine all our sacrifices, but then add twice as much more. That's how much sacrifices our teachers are making for us, to have this same quality school as physical learning. And for an example, one of our teachers, he had bad Wi-Fi connection, so he even had to use his own personal data. So you can imagine the sacrifice he makes, his own personal data. So for what I'm expecting in the next 2 months is more experiences with my classmates and teachers, because they're with me. We're in the same boat in this new setup, this remote learning setup. So I'm excited to spend more time with them and have a lot more experiences. Yeah.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Paninas. Grabe.
Kakaiba
Nakaka-touch.
talaga.
Kakaiba talaga ang ating
Kakaiba.
Power Rangers, no?
Iba.
Lance and Sir
Iba yan si
Linus.
Javi.
So let's hear the one, Agu
Diba?
Sigia. Thank you, Javi. Agu.
All right, good afternoon, viewers. You may have seen me or you know me already from the very first episode, actually. I was there, but I had no cam, so you must have heard my voice, but you haven't seen my face. And so here's my face now. Indulge in the greatness. I'm kidding. So, excuse me.
Iba.
So, I was actually part of Fortibus ever since, for around 3-4 years already. And then FortiKast came up. I was like, wow, this is such an amazing idea. Like, I wanna take part in this. I wanna help improve it. I wanna contribute. Being a Fortibus member, since Fortibus, it's all online now. We can't publish. We can't publish papers because of these quarantine lockdowns and stuff like that. So FortiKast, like this new way of reaching out with our other mariners, it just made me want to be part of it. All right. So I am Agutech from the name. I handle some technical stuff. I'm the technical head, in fact. The videos, the intros, the stuff like that. Yeah, it has something to do with me. So what have I been thankful for these past this past school year? Well, just like Javi Parinas, I'm really thankful for my teachers. Shout out to Sir Calderon, who's here with us today, Sir Mark Andrew Fietas, Sir Guara, and Sir Yasay, of course, and everyone else. Also my mentor, Mr. Doc Santos. Shout out to that. And what do I look forward this coming November, December? Well, of course, there's Christmas. Who doesn't love Christmas? Christmas, like the food especially. Not that I'm, but I just really love Christmas food. It's very delicious, and yeah, I don't want to bore you out with the details, so that's pretty much all I have to say.
Yeah.
Maraming salamat, Agu. So yeah, that's the FortiKast team. So before we move on to some announcements and close today's episode, Sir Linus and Lance, of course we won't forget you guys. So what are you guys thankful for, and what are you excited for the last 2 months of 2020? Sir Linus.
Well, I'm thankful for health, of course. We are all healthy, not just my family, but also you guys, my students. And I'm seeing naman na you're doing your best in our online classes. Shout out to my grade 11 ICT students too. Okay?
And grade 12 MIL.
Yes, of course, yun nga, di ba? Yeah, grade 12 MIL. And for what am I excited about for the last 2 months, of course, we will have our first ever virtual family day. Di ba? It's our tradition as Northfield to celebrate the family day before the break. And do not worry, Mariners, because we are preparing a virtual family day for everyone so that we can still celebrate despite of this pandemic. We will end 2020 with a bang. So, grabe yun. Sana talaga yung
Malakas.
We will own 2020. We will not let 2020 to
Bring
have
us down.
the last laugh, okay?
Wow! Amazing! Amazing! Maraming salamat, Sir Linus. Now, Lance.
Well, okay. I guess I'm just thankful for, just this. I'm just thankful for I'm still able to like hang out with you guys. I'm still able to hang out with everyone else. Was like despite the pandemic, I'm still able to have online class, which I thoroughly enjoy. Promise yan, guys, walang no joke. And yeah, that's pretty much like all I really am thankful for, like just being able to hang out with you guys. What am I excited for? I want to sound cool, but really, what I'm excited for is the unexpected. I'm excited for the unexpected, because just the fact that I don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know whether it's gonna be bad or good, but either way, you're gonna learn from it. I already find that exciting in general. So yeah, just I guess really what I'm excited for is the unexpected. I hope, and I just really hope that a lot of just cool things happen for the next year. or at least for my
Amazing.
last year. So yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, guys,
for our
to
last
our
year,
viewers.
for our last year, guys.
This is batch 2021. No? So thank you so much for those wonderful insights. So let's read some few comments here. We have a couple of
Yeah.
comments here. We have one here from Chris. Sir Linus.
Yeah, from Craze, thankful for being safe from coronavirus, and I am excited for college. Yes, thank you.
Who isn't excited for college? Thank you, Chris. Thank you for that wonderful comment. Next, we have here from Mr. John Pascual. Shout out to Sir John Pascual. Thankful for the short break. Galing ng 40 bus. Maraming salamat, sir, for the support. Lance, check this out.
Hashtag 2 cents. Atom, you're doing a really awesome job. Clap.
Yeah, from Atom.
Peza, ano masasabi mo dyan? Ano masasabi
Sir
mo?
John, what is our regular, what do you call this?
Religion teacher.
Subscriber. he watches us.
Yes.
5 out of 5 being present with us. Thank you, Sir John.
Thank you, Sir John.
Thank you for the comment. This wouldn't be done without all of the people around helping me do it. So we have everyone. So this is not only my job.
Thank you so much.
Everyone's job. So.
Inspiring talaga na ating kapatid si Atom Peza. And here we have from Gio, Paulo Fernando. Going talaga ng mga grade 12. Maraming salamat, Paulo. Paulo, kamusta ka na?
Paulo.
Shout out sa iyo. And also,
classmate po namin yan dati.
Classmate namin yan. Alright, Javi, can you check this comment out?
So, hi Gab. Shout out naman sa batch 20.
Yes. Javi, shout out na sa batch 2020. Where's Javi?
Yeah, shout out.
Belated birthday to Alessandro Acosta. Isa
Yeah, no nga pala.
Happy birthday, ano.
Happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday. Okay.
Happy birthday.
So maraming salamat sa mga nag-comment and also watching our stream. Grabe, we've been live streaming for about an hour now, no? Grabe yung ating episode today. Maraming salamat sa pakikisama sa amin today. It was a wonderful episode and we really learned a lot. So before, allow me, our dear friends, before we close, let's just give a couple of announcements, no? So first up, from our announcements, number one, we would love to hear from you, our audience. Kamusta naman kami? How is FortiKast for you? Are we doing well? Masyado na ba mahaba ang broadcast namin? Or are those types of things? Do you want to suggest new segments or things that we can talk about? Please feel free to voice out your suggestions, comments, recommendations, and feedback. And please do so at bit.ly/FortiKastEval. We will be posting this later at about 8 p.m. You guys can just check out the Google Forms and feel free to fill in your suggestions, your comments, and everything in between. So next up, tech team, kindly share our next announcement. Yeah, ating background.
Yung survey.
Okay. Yes, sir. Before that, Sir Linus. Next up, we are inviting you again to join the upcoming international online conference organized by PARIF in cooperation with all PARIF schools and other partners outside the Philippines. We are bringing in several local and international speakers to help us and our families appreciate the beauty of having a life centered on our Lord Jesus. This will be on December 5 to 8, and we are targeting to have 20,000 registrations. Registration is free. You can sign up today by going to the link posted on the screen at bit.ly/NorthfieldJCL. We will be giving you more information through our social media posts and the NFD quad. See you all soon, Mariners. So yan, you guys can sign up at bit.ly/NorthfieldJCL. So yan, any more closing remarks from our panel? We have, again, we've had a wonderful episode. Some, if not all, here in this panel know the alumni and have met them when they were young. No, I'm pretty sure most of us have met them. No, and grabe, I'm really thankful for this episode. I got to see some of my friends back then. This was an episode. Maraming salamat, and also
yes,
from Gregory Pensinaves, alumni naman ako. Yes, Greg. Thank you for thank you for sharing. Thank you for joining us today.
Graduate ka muna.
Okay, maraming salamat. So again, thank you for joining us to our panel. Agu, Jaime, Sir Linus, Lance, Javi, and Atom. You guys have anything else to share?
Well, just enjoy your vacation, Mariners. You deserve this rest. But make sure to be productive. Don't just waste your vacation by just playing online games.
Sir, tama. We deserve this.
Tama. So anyway, this goes out to all the students, the teachers, all the mariners out there. Make sure to enjoy, and hopefully your term break, will be restful, fruitful, and everything in between. Hope you get to regroup and basta, sana masaya break nyo, yun na lang. So, to our dear panel, allow me to close today's episode. We thank you for joining us in today's episode. We hope you had a great time and you learned something new today. Virtus and Veritate, there is strength in virtue. See you in our next episodes. This has been FortiKast Radio, together with the Triple L, Linus, Lucas, and Lance, Agusikia, Jaime Mendoza, Javi Parinas, and Atom Pesa. God bless, stay safe, and enjoy your break. Cue the ending. Goodbye, guys.
Bye, Mariners.